Hey there, welcome to ACO Patterns and More. My name is Edwin, and today we're going to learn how to work with tubular peyote odd count. So let's go. So we're not going to use a stopper bead on this one, but we're going to pick up an odd number of beads. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 7. Always double check. All right, bring them towards the end of the thread. Tie a secure knot. Again, this is the secure knot that you're going to be using with any of my patterns when it calls for a secure knot. Tail on the left hand, working thread on the right hand, tail over working thread and under it. Pull tight. Do that one more time. Now, working thread and tail thread together around the finger to form a loop. Bring the beadwork through that loop and off of your finger. Hold on to both threads, pull tight. You can have a knot all the way up here. We're going to slide it down by pulling these two threads apart, and it slides right down. Trim your tail close to your knot, being careful not to cut your knot. That's a secure knot. So now every time you work with one of my patterns and it calls for a secure knot on the first step, this is the one you're going to use. Okay, so now let's move on to tubular peyote odd count. Once we cut that tail, we're going to stitch through the first bead, being careful that we don't pull that knot into the bead, because then it's going to cause an obstruction and it's going to be difficult to go through that bead. Pick up one bead, skip the next one, stitch through one after it, like we always do. Okay, pick up our bead, skip the next one, stitch through the one after it. It's going to look like this. Do that all the way around. One more, skip the next one, stitch through the one after. Okay, turn it around a little bit, pick one up, skip the next one, stitch through the one after it. Right, it's going to look like this. Looks a little funky. Now we're coming out of here. I'm going to pick up one more. This will be our last one. This will be the first one that we did in this second round. So we're going to stitch right through the first one on the second round. Okay, it's going to look a little like this, and this is where it's going to start to turn into a tube. So we're going to flip this bead over, and we're going to pull tight to make sure that it falls right on top of it, like so. See how it's right on top of it? That's what we want. Now continue. Pick up one more, skip the next one, stitch through the one that's sticking up, which in this case is this one right here. Right? Pull tight, and it's going to cause the beadwork to become more of a tube. Do that again, skip the next one, stitch through the one after that. Okay, once more, skip, stitch. Okay, this is the bead that's going to tighten the whole thing up. So here's where we're going to pull tight. I'm going to give it a nice tug. Now you see the tubular structure started to form. Continue to do that. With this particular stitch, you don't need step-ups. So skip this one, stitch through the next. Just have to make sure that the bead stays on top of the previous row, right? Not outside of the beadwork. The beadwork is going to be a little loose at this point. It's up to you to hold on to it correctly and tighten it as you go along. Oops, what did I do here? Okay, here we go. there, and keep going. And that's it. You're just going to continue to add more beads until you get to the length that you need or that your pattern says you need to go to. And that's it. That's odd count tubular peyote for you. Again, if you like this video, you find it helpful, please don't forget to like, to comment, subscribe, share with your friends so they can learn too. And as you keep going, you can actually put something in there to hold it in place to make it a little bit easier for you to bead. And this makes it a little bit easier. You can use something like this, like a beading awl. You can use knitting needles or anything that will fit in there, actually. A straw, whatever works for you. Don't forget to share. See you the next time. Bye-bye.